Primary in Maine is the most closely watched nationally of the races in 4 states. Democrats there deciding how much they care about controversies attached to oyster farmer and Army combat veteran Graham Plattner.
The latest rough headline comes via Plattner's former political director. Genevieve McDonald writes, Graham Plattner is not someone who would be good for Maine or for the country. He exhibits a pattern of dishonest behavior that is impossible to ignore. Plattner has said the claims are politically motivated as fellow progressives back his run. The winning Democrat will face longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins, lesser-known candidate David Costello, and the state's governor Janet Mills are also on the ballot. Plattner has pulled far ahead, but the voters decide today.
Fox's Molly Line in Portland, Maine. Trump-endorsed North Dakota House Republican Julie Fedorchak faces a primary challenge from state party-endorsed Alex Balazs.
Anti-establishment Republicans also challenging Lindsey Graham in the U.S. Senate in South Carolina, where President Trump has also backed current Lieutenant Governor Pamela Yvette. In Nevada, polling shows Republican Governor Joe Lombardo expected to ward off primary challengers as Democrats also choose between several candidates to score the party's nomination. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
The Los Angeles mayor's race is set. It'll be incumbent Karen Bass against another Democrat.
Progressive City Council member Nithya Raman will advance, and that means that former reality TV star Spencer Pratt is out. Voters are also waiting on the results of the Golden State's governor's race. Former State Attorney General Javier Becerra is in the lead. 2 candidates will emerge in the race. Republican Steve Hilton and Democrat Tom Steyer still in the running.
Fox's Alex Hogan. 2 crew members are rescued after an Army helicopter crash near the coast of Oman. U.S. Central Command says the cause of the crash is under investigation. President Trump tells reporters the crew members are fine, and a report on the crash will be issued today. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfill. Same old pharmacies, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Israel prepares to defy Iran and strike Hezbollah once again.
The Israeli military has ordered people in the southern Lebanese city Tyre to evacuate. It's accusing Hezbollah of breaching the ceasefire, a spokesman saying Israel is preparing to act forcefully. Iran and Israel paused a new round of attacks on each other yesterday, but the Iranians threatened to strike again if Israel went after Hezbollah. The Tyre evacuation zone includes the city's Christian quarter, which had been excluded from previous strikes, Israel now accusing Hezbollah of operating there. President Trump's again said he's optimistic about signing a peace deal with Iran in the coming days. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Police in Northern Ireland arrest a man believed to be from Somalia after a knife attack last night. The victim has serious face, neck, and back wounds. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer calls video of the attack sickening. Police are asking people to stop sharing it on social media. Philadelphia police are looking for 2 suspects in the fatal robbery of a Penn State University student.
Surveillance footage capturing 22-year-old Billy Schmidt's final moments as he tries to get his phone back from 2 thieves. Schmidt was set to enter his senior year at Penn State this fall. He was reportedly walking home from a bar after watching the NBA Finals when he was shot not even a block from his father's home in South Philadelphia. His sister speaking out about this senseless tragedy.
I just miss him so much. I don't understand how someone could do this to me and my family.
Penn State issuing a statement that reads in part, quote, "We share our deepest condolences with his family and friends."
Fox's Todd Pyro. President Trump at Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York was loudly booed during the singing of the national anthem. He seemed to smirk at it and tells reporters,
"It was certainly amazing. It was I think, mostly cheers. It was loud and it was very enthusiastic."
San Antonio Spurs beat the Knicks 115-111. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, there's a halt on new state tax incentives for data centers. Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity pausing processing agreements for the data center investment program that starts in July. The move comes after lawmakers failed to pass the Power Act this spring. The measure would establish comprehensive environmental, water, and energy regulations for hyperscale data centers. The shooting left a teen dead in Champaign. Police say the 16-year-old found shot Saturday in the 2000 block of Cynthia Drive. Trey Von Wesley died at the hospital. So far, no arrests have been made. Champaign County History Museum launching its America 250 commemoration with a free public kickoff celebration. The event held Saturday, followed by the Forging Liberty, the Road to Independence, where 21 authentic founding documents will be on display and an exhibition at the Champaign Public Library that'll take place Thursday through Sunday. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
And good Tuesday morning. It is June 9, 2026, the year of our Lord. Glad you're listening. I am Stevie J. That is Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
This is meteorologist Greg Solier. And here we go into another program.
I am.
Glad you're alive. Glad you woke up. All good. Another day. Check mark.
Yeah.
Made it. Good to go. Let's fire up. Come on.
Ding, ding.
Hey,
let's play two.
Yeah, so
what you thinking
I'm
today?
just saying
I'm
that
nervous after yesterday.
Something bugging you?
No. I'm just saying Diane's a little down because there's just not much energy for the 4th of July. And I don't know what to say except we've evolved to, or Blue County, and I say the blue counties, the blue people, the people that are progressive, aren't as jacked about America. And so I don't know if that's a contributing factor. I think 4th of July, parades, fire trucks, it's not the same. I don't think we're coming out of the house going, rah, rah, America. There's quite a few, more. The majority do, but the drag on the far, they're just not, they don't like us.
Can I say, I remember let's see, bicentennial, I was 14, was in Scouts.
Right.
That was just huge.
It was
just
so great.
Big. Yeah, and I agree. I mean, I just sense from everything else, it's like, 250, okay. That's what I pick up. That's the vibe I pick up. That's the vibe I pick up.
We just, they don't get it. I had the idea, I said this 30 years ago. I said, you got to go stay in a third world country. I said 3 months. It will change the people coming through high school. You just can't miss that.
Did I understand you right? Your first 10 years you were in India?
Just my 10th year.
10th year, okay.
Well, we spent a year there, and I had
Was your dad teaching or something?
Yeah,
or
he was professor of civil engineering at Kanpur, India, and I had no clue. Only thing that was important in my life was basketball.
Yeah.
And I used to go to the dribble to the court, and outside at Philo grade school, I'd shoot for hours. I never lost a game. I played all the time. That's the only thing I knew. So when they said we're going to India my 5th grade year, I said, I'm a starter. We ain't going. I can't go. And mom and dad said, I'll make you a basketball hoop. And I got to India, and all of a sudden, that was dwarfed by life.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get it. We don't get it. I went through a drive-through somewhere with a screen, and I was rather the presence of the person.
Yeah.
God bless him. I thought there were spikes coming out of his nose.
I know.
And I just don't think that's appropriate for work. I don't. I just don't. Okay, how old am I? I just don't. There's a way to a decorum, right? And you shouldn't be allowed to make people stare at your face because you have so many pierced things in your face.
Yeah.
You represent the company. I don't think that's appropriate. I think at 5 o'clock, put all those things in wherever they are. Good, whatever. But man, there's just a different feel from the standpoint of love of country. Because why? Mm-hmm. Because you owe me. We've evolved to that. It's like this. I deserve this. You owe me this. It's your fault. It's just the wrong principle.
Sense of entitlement, right?
Yeah. We don't get it because we don't know. We don't have a feel. You go to a beach, you see a man on the street, you see these things. There's a lot of people that just don't know much. And the important things are the video games, or leave me alone, text me. We've desensitized an entire generation through video. I mean, shooting somebody, stabbing somebody, it's no biggie because we do it online all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so does that contribute to the violence? Who knows? Maybe. If it's no big deal to shoot a Penn State senior last night because you took his phone, he wanted it back. He's dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've evolved, and I'm not so sure it's in a good way. We've lost a lot of the character and the fabric that the people from Ireland and the people from Germany and all over the world that came here, understanding there's no dinner guaranteed for your family tonight.
Right.
What are you going to do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Government's got to take care of me, and the billionaires are evil, and we just got off track.
Well, Rick is saying the entitled should get out. People that aren't excited about celebrating 250 and our anniversary should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, they don't get it, Rick. They don't understand.
Yeah.
Because we took this from the Indians and the slaves, and we enslaved them, and we need to rip this apart, and let me show you how to build it. And then we'll show you that we'll take and balance all the wealth, because that's evil, because you just can't have more than a billionaire never worked for anything. How do they know?
Right.
What the heck? There's some people that have blue blood and they've inherited. I get it. But a lot of people started from nothing. Shad Khan came here with zero. He had nothing from Pakistan, and you're telling me he's worth $15 billion? What did he do? Oh, he cheated. Okay. It's just, there's no
And on the other end of the spectrum, my dad immigrated over from Holland in the wake of World War II, was here, 6 months, a year, drafted into the Korean conflict, came back. But you know what? Lived the American dream. Family, home, house.
But there's a goodness that is gone.
Yeah.
From a certain amount of people. Again, it feels like more than there is. If we have 340 million, we probably have 320 million that are dang good people. 20 million is a lot of people. They've always been there, but think if you have 100 million, then that's like 4 million.
Right.
Now there's 20 that are like whacked out, like nuts. and the difference is, as Brother Johnny says, they got into power. This Graham Plattner, all I can say, and the kindest thing I can say about this guy from Maine that might be a U.S. senator, is he's just troubled. There's so much in there. Oh, TPT. He's sexting people last year.
Right.
I mean, it's like John Fetterman, the only reasonable Democrat maybe left. He said, if you can prove you didn't send your body parts to underage people, I'll wear a tie for the rest of my life. I'll ditch the sweatshirt and the hoodie. Anyway, but these are the people that are, he's just he's a masculine. They just excuse everything on one side and not on the other. It's hypocritical. It's inconsistent. So we see our leaders are so less. Look at Hollywood. You remember Bob Hope? Do you remember Jimmy Stewart? Do you remember the classic people that loved America and they fought in the war? And
that's right.
Now look at our stars today. For the most part, it's like I wouldn't hang with any of them. And so if you wouldn't hang with them, what's that say? You have to kowtow to whatever the current finger in the air and the wind's blowing. You gotta, and you just, it swallows you up.
I just ignore them.
Yeah.
Just ignore them.
It's something. Anyway, so back to the 4th of July.
July4th.net. If you're fired up, you want to get in on trying to win a Keaton Wagler shirt that he signed. We're doing that on Flag Day Sunday. It's a $25 donation, and we're trying to get people to give because people just don't give. When you pass the cash buckets for the donations, it's less than $1,000. But it's $25,000 is your average fireworks show.
Yeah. You're doing great. America's great. Love America. It's awesome. Right. I think of all the trillions we spend, could we not throw $1 billion at a program that sends people willing to go to a third world country and understand the blessings you have here? It would change you. You can't help it. You would go there and you would come back different. And that's my solution. Weather brought to you this morning by Carl.
Reminding you, if you want to make your appointment now for your kid's physical and get that out or off your to-do list for back to school, you can make your appointment at carl.org.
All right, Mr. Meteorologist Greg Solier, pretty moist around here, sir.
Yeah, boy, active weather pattern yesterday afternoon and into the evening, and some of that overnight stuff now through northern Indiana. One little lone shower still holding on around the Hoopeston-Rossville area, and a slew of rainfall reports in here. Let's see, up and around the Rantoul area right now, 73 degrees, 152 in the gauge there. You venture down south and southeastern part of Champaign County around Newman, 189. Let's see, 279 in Philip Grove. Arthur had 204, 255 at Hinsboro. over the water survey between at least the Urbana area, 144 to 235 of the gauge there. And Willard and Savoy officially 1.46. They had about 8/10 over into parts of northern Champaign County on top of the 7 to 8 that they had. I should say northern Vermilion County on top of the 7 to 8 that they had over the weekend. So we are well watered down. A little winding down for now, not completely ending of the stuff. May pop up a shower before the morning is done. We're in the mid-70s. Humidity's up there. We'll breed maybe shower, thunderstorm late morning and afternoon with a partly sunny, warm, humid high. And a gusty or southwest wind, that'll help a little bit at 88 down tonight to a muggier low of 73. Shower, thunderstorm chance this evening again after midnight. Heat and humidity tomorrow, feeling like about 103. Air temperatures up around 93 and a gusty south wind. Then later tomorrow night into Thursday might be our turn for some roughed up weather here with a couple of severe storms breaking out Thursday afternoon and evening time. Down to the mid-70s tomorrow night. Partly sunny before the storms get going Thursday and 91. At least cooler, slightly cooler, drier air Friday at 86. And unusually a cool air mass builds southward here for the weekend and into next week. 85 on Saturday, 81 on Sunday. A couple of showers around for the weekend and highs only in the 70s Monday and Tuesday of next week. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Wow, that sounds pretty nice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. ESPN 93.5. The Cardinals are off yesterday.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
After an off day yesterday, the Cardinals open up a road trip. They are in New York to begin a 3-game series against the Mets. The Cardinals are looking for a 5th straight win tonight. The Mets, who have not been very good this season, are playing a bit better baseball here recently as they have won 7 of their last 10. In tonight's game, Dustin May will be on the mound, 3-6, a 4.59 ERA. Over his last 7 starts, he's 0-4, but he has not pitched poorly. He carries a 3.86 ERA. He has 3 no decisions and a 4.97 ERA in 3 career appearances against the Mets. Freddie Peralta will start for New York. He's 4-4 with a 3.63 ERA. 21 appearances, 17 starts against the Cardinals. He's 5-6 with a 4.50 ERA. 6:10 first pitch, our coverage at 5:15 tonight. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
The Cubs have Colorado with a 7:40 start over on US 105.9, and Atlanta is taking on the Chicago White Sox as far as our 3 kind of local favorites. We had Aiden Flynn, Illinois baseball player, and made the 2nd team for All-American. Congratulations to him. We'll have SJO in Class 2A at 7 o'clock tonight, taking on Williamsville in Springfield.
Yeah, St. Joe Ogden, I think, should win that game. I think Williamsville's 17-15 or something.
Mm-hmm.
St. Joe Ogden's 37-2. Weather brought to you by Busey for over 158 years. Member FDIC, right back at you to reiterate cooler over this next weekend.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Hopefully one and all May through A-OK in the barrage of downpour producing showers and thunderstorms, many a locale in that 1 to better than 2 inch category over the past 24 to 36 hours. A couple of spotty showers around this morning, a couple of more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Slightly less in the way of coverages compared to the past couple of days. Partly sunny, warm, humid at 88 this afternoon. And a gusty southwest wind. Stray shower thunderstorm this evening. Again, after midnight tonight, down to 73. We cap it off tomorrow with sunshine, heat, and humidity up to about 93 and a south wind 8 to 16 and gusty, probably feeling like 103 tomorrow afternoon. A shower thunderstorm breakout as the night wears on tomorrow night. Muggy lows in the 70s. Breezy, hot, humid with a couple of showers and thunderstorms developing for the day on Thursday. Late morning and afternoon, the high around 91. Less humid at 86 and sunshine for the day on Friday. A couple of scattered showers over the weekend. High temperatures low to mid 80s and markedly cooler air Monday, Tuesday next week with daytime highs in the upper 70s. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Small business owners were feeling less encouraged by the economy in May. The National Federation of Independent Business says its Small Business Optimism Index declined to a reading of 95.3 last month. Higher fuel prices contributed. More than a third of owners raised prices. A similar number plan increases. Stock futures are recovering ground. Chip stocks NVIDIA, Broadcom, and Micron Technology are rising after Friday's sell-off. Brent crude's price has moderated to $92 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate down to $89 on optimism about possible progress toward resolving the Mideast conflict. And OpenAI, maker of ChatGPT, has confidentially filed for its stock launch. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda, invested in you.
You're probably listening to this in your car, so let me ask you. Would you drive without insurance? Of course not. So why is your retirement portfolio unprotected? Gold is portfolio insurance. It helps de-risk your savings when markets get unpredictable. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of Americans do exactly that, with no high-pressure sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult with your tax or financial professional before making any investment decisions.
For Jenna and her family, navigating both buying and selling a home felt like a big step. But with the Nate Evans Group, they never had to do it alone. In her 5-star review, Jenna says that throughout the entire process, Nate and his team delivered quick responses, expert guidance, and genuine care.
Great marketing gets great results, and that means more money for you. Are you exploring some options? Would you like to get your home value? Would you like to find out about what's going on as far as new developments, maybe in your neighborhood or in another area with the new construction homes before they hit the market in a variety of price points and neighborhoods? Maybe you're ready for a new chapter. These are all possibilities with Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group, and he can get the process started for you. A friend you can trust who's been in this area forever. I feel like he was a construction worker, fell off a roof or something, and when he was laying there in a hospital bed, he was like, I got to do something else. And that's where he had the epiphany of real estate. So 217-239-7113. Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. Or just simply visit online at Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Fighting Illini football season tickets are on sale now. After selling out season tickets last year, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Under head coach Brett Bielema, the Illini have stacked the most wins in back-to-back seasons in program history, and the momentum isn't slowing down. Season tickets start at just $16 per game. Be part of the action, the energy, and the Illini family. Don't wait. Get your 2026 Illinois football season tickets before they're sold out at fightingillini.com.
Oh, boy, it won't be long, and we'll be into football. Believe me, this June 9. I mean, the week's just flying.
I know it.
It's, yeah. So good to be on the radio with you. Started the show off a little downer about patriotism.
Right. I just kind of, since I'm on the Champaign County Freedom Celebration advisory board, so to speak, there's, 8 or 10 of us gathering yesterday to Joe McCullough says hello, by the way.
Joe's a remarkable human being. You know how good he's got an exceptional talent. You know what that is? Not only policing.
Right. U of I police.
Right. But
security.
The guy.
Looking at the big picture.
The guy could do a concert on piano.
I know.
He's fabulous.
And his wife, Crystal, has
She's
a beautiful
got a voice. Is she doing national anthem?
I think so.
Well, it's the McCulloughs are
making sure she's good with that. We were going over the plan yesterday for our show before Captain Rat and the Blind Rivet starts playing in the evening program on the 4th of July.
Diane is a master promoter.
Yes.
So little Diane came in a little down today, so I'm trying to pump her up a little bit because we're just, for whatever reason, we're not into things like patriotism. And I think part of it is when you go to the office or you're on a basketball team and this guy is a problem. Mm-hmm. It just, tiptoe around Barbara today because she's mad over something somebody did a week ago. Mm-hmm. So when you put a number of people in that America's awful bucket, it kind of brings you down.
Yes, it does.
It's just you tiptoe around the Balras. Balras aren't good.
I remember though, and just like Greg, when we were celebrating in 1976, my brother runs Deuce Construction, and we were even making a float, and we had the chicken wire, and we were putting the tissue paper in, and red, white, and blue.
Stick them in a little chicken hole thing. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and
chicken
just,
fence.
Gene Creek, who was in charge of the Scouts in Tolono. This was Tolono Fun Day's always that last full weekend of June, so bumping up against the 4th of July. And essentially, back then, you could double dip and put your float in the Tolono Fun Day parade and then take it to Champaign for the big show with the Champaign County Freedom Celebration.
But it's been a pull for a while. I mean, it's been decades where it's been kind of hard to get money. The great late Val Kilmer, how hard did he work on all that?
And he would visit everybody.
Go see
and
everybody.
Now, when you walk into somebody's business, it's like who's on duty, who has time to talk with this person.
It is just listen.
It's awkward.
Life is about evolving and changing. We've done a lot of that with our humans. Sometimes events need evolved and changed.
Yes.
Maybe there's a new way. I don't know. That's
how do we get the word out? How do we get more sponsors? How do we get more support? Plenty of volunteers.
But the support has been waning for a long time.
Yes.
It's been hard. You'd go to the top people in this town, $5,000 from their big company was it. I mean, at a time.
Right.
That's about all you're going to get.
I mean, we'd be very happy with that.
Well, but the thing is, though, I don't necessarily blame people because it's just one of those deals. And I think, too, part of the issue is they're just people that you're just almost afraid if you wave your flag, somebody will throw something, that kind of thing.
You're right.
No, it's just it's ridiculous. And we're in a real weird time, but it's part of our story. We're 250 years, relative baby, according to China standards, because they've been 4,000 years. 250. What did Rome last? About 400 years. The fall of the most powerful nation ever conceived was Rome back 2,000 years ago, and they failed.
But we, the people, the Declaration of Independence is going to be read as the Champaign County History Museum does this honoring of our nation, a proclamation from Mayor Deb Frank Finan. It's all happening on Saturday the 13th at 2 at that old cattle bank location. Plus, they're the grand marshals for the Freedom Celebration Parade. So just honoring our history. I had a friend that had this plaque that said, the beatings will continue until the morale improves.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Well,
why aren't you celebrating?
It's just one of those things. If you remember the wheel you spin, and if it, there's a lot, kind of like Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
You spin that, and there used to be 11 things on it. Mm-hmm. Now there's 4 million. 4 million things you can be doing with your minutes today.
True.
There's so many things other than whatever you used to do. And then you've lost a lot of base with the families. You lost a lot of church attendance, which seems to be a little bit surging right now, which is great. And I'm going to tell you in just a moment about my story with a 90-year-old man that really woke me up. I think I've told it before. I'm going to give it to you again. But if you have any thoughts on what's happened to us, I had zero plan to do this till I saw sad little Diane come in.
The wind out of my sail.
217-359-2255 on what your philosophical thoughts are on what happened to us.
Right.
217-359-2255 on this June 9. Check the news. Be right back. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I am Stevie J at 7:30. Be right back.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Voters going to the polls in Maine for its primary.
Democrats essentially facing off against themselves as to whether or not to support this controversial candidate, Graham Plattner, an oysterman, a Marine, and Army veteran. He's also facing a slew of scandals here. The latest rough headline comes via Plattner's former political director, titled, "I know firsthand why Graham Plattner shouldn't be a U.S. Senator."
Fox's Marley Line reporting from Portland. Primaries also taking place in South Carolina, Nevada, and North Dakota. President Trump pushes for peace with Iran, saying it could come in a few days. Meanwhile,
CENTCOM gave an update on those 2 helicopter crew members that were lost at sea. We're told that they were rescued by American forces after their helicopter went down.
That's Fox's Aisha Hosni at the White House. U.S. Central Command says those soldiers are in stable condition. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign police asking for tips after shots fired incident last month. It happened on Grove and 5th Streets where they found evidence of gunfire. Police say a large group gathered, multiple people exchanging shots. No suspect information has been released. Several Paxton Buckley Loda junior high students and a parent recovering after an out-of-state bus crash. A Peoria charter bus carrying students from a trip to D.C. rear-ended by another bus Saturday morning in Myersville, Maryland. 5 8th grade students and 1 8th grade parent transported to the hospital for evaluation. 2 people face charges after a large fight broke out in Urbana. Police say they responded Friday night to the brawl involving up to 60 and reports of gunfire in the 2000 block of South Philo Road. Police determined the incident began as an argument between adults, escalated into multiple physical altercations. Shots were fired during the incident, but the good news, nobody was hurt. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jill Miller.
Weather with Greg Solier, brought to you this morning by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt Lenschow and State Farm are there.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois. Champaign-Urbana Saturday. Those multiple rounds of showers, thunderstorms, bringing soaking rains in many locales, especially through Champaign County, of 1 inch to 2 inches. Things winding down, not completely ending for the day today. Partly sunny. We'll brew up a stray shower this morning, maybe a thunderstorm this afternoon. In spots, a high about 88. A gusty southwest wind and a partly sunny sky. Warm and humid tonight. Stray shower, thunderstorm early and late, low down to 73. No rain in the forecast tomorrow. Plenty of heat, plenty of humidity. Sunshine at 93. Feeling like 103 and a gusty south wind. A couple of showers, thunderstorms break out tomorrow night, especially after midnight. Lows in the 70s and a breezy, hot and humid Thursday, partly sunny. Again, it's a couple of scattered showers, thunderstorms over about half the area with a high around 91. Less humid, 86 for the day on Friday. A couple of showers again, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm for Saturday and Sunday. Not a complete wash at 85 Saturday, 81 on Sunday. The start of an extended spell of much cooler weather. Monday and Tuesday, daytime highs in the upper 70s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group's Diana Foltz, recipient of Champaign County's Realtor of the Year.
When I see Coldwell Banker, can I expect that from agents? Is that a you philosophy or is that a company philosophy?
We have a great culture in our office. Our culture is one of serving. So I think you'll find that with most of our agents, but you know, it really is a highlight for us to be able to serve our clients well, because we don't want to just sell one house or help them buy one house and never do another deal with them or never talk to them again. We want to be involved in their lives.
Why do you like what you do?
I really enjoy helping either a buyer or seller to get to the next chapter, and they're relying on Reggie and I to help them achieve their next goal.
You're their realtor.
We're their realtor. It's Taylor Foltz team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. You can find me on the internet at dianafoltz.com. Cell phone number is 217-840-4133, and my email is diana@dianafoltz.com.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend. making a good wage and doing the right thing safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at TIMO@GFTLOG.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel. All right, 7:36. I'm Stevie J with Diane Ducey.
Hello.
It is 217-359-2255 if you would like to jump on the Fisher National Bank text line. Any thoughts on what we say? Anything you're thinking? We'd love to hear from you.
I mean, do people go to patriotic celebrations
I
anymore?
don't know. I don't know.
The traffic or
it's just parking. It is hot, and what are we going to see? I think the lack of marching bands.
Yes,
we
do have a band of high school in. No,
I think that's great.
Yes,
I think that's great.
Patriotic music just gets me so excited. And the fireworks soundtrack is outstanding, and it's synchronized, and it's all over by the State Farm Center. So in case you'd like to support, if you're saying, I'm trying to make my plan, July4th.net has all the details. Even the 5K is exciting to hear. Last year I think she was 8 or 9 from St. Joe that sang the national anthem in her young voice, and somebody running with the flag, and a lot of our runners with flags and red, white, and blue on. I just love that time of year.
Well, and I think it's great, and I think the thing I would be satisfied with is if we understood what we had. And I've said this many, many times, where if you've never experienced the other way, how will you appreciate your way? You have to that's what travel does that is so wonderful. It gives you a chance to see other parts of the world. I know it's expensive. I know all of that. There's ways to do it. Living in hostels. You can get good flights if you don't mind 3 changes. I mean, there's ways to get to across the pond many different ways for $500. You just have to take 24 hours to get there, kind of thing. So you can do it. And then the hostels are very reasonable. You can do it. But if you see other parts and go to Europe and you see, why are these rooms so small? Well, they're pretty old. But there's just an appreciation. You'll come back to America to really deep inside of you, which you can pass on to your people. And there's just this underlying really, really important thing to understand. You're blessed. Top 5% in the world, living standards are right here. You're above 95% of humans at 8 billion. You are. But we don't get it. All we know is we didn't get that thing, and I don't want to come to work Thursday because that's a special thing. It came up. I got to do that today. It's amazing change of rolling up your sleeves kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I get on an airplane, and I'm sitting with one empty seat, and I'm going right on. I'm all by myself, feeling good, and all of a sudden somebody sits there. And he has a World War II hat on. His name is Lloyd Longenbaugh. And Lloyd Longenbaugh, who died several years ago, was sitting next to me with a World War II cap and as happy as can be. And thus started a 2-hour and 10-minute conversation on our flight to Dallas from Champaign. 90-year-old traveling by himself. Very impressive. And so we start talking about World War II because he got his hat on. And he's talking about, being in the Army and the Navy or whatever. I guess it was Air Force. He was a flyer.
Right.
He was a pilot that shot down Nazi airplanes. And he was talking about his life today and how he went to the Cracker Barrel every morning and how kind they were to him and how good the food was. And he says, on my birthday, the waitresses give me a present. You know that? Really? Yeah. Oh, he was so...
I think there's a plaque over in that corner where he used to sit every morning.
Well, he was there every morning, 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. And just as kind as can be. And we get talking about the whole war. We get talking about life. We get talking about America. And this is coming from a guy with a lot of perspective. Because 90 years old and whatever year this is, probably 10 years ago, at least. And toward the end of our talk, I said, Lloyd, what happened to us? And immediately he'd been smiling for an hour and a half, reflecting, remembering. and just had one of those guys you want to be around. Positive attracts people.
Mm-hmm.
Light attracts moths. Positive attracts people. And he got this frown, and he looked down, and he starts shaking his head, and he's kind of mumbling. I said, what happened to us, Lloyd? And he said, it's my fault. I said, what? You served your nation? You fought World War II, the greatest generation ever? We won the war, changed all of our lives forever? It's my fault. I made it too damn easy. Man. And I'm going, well, it's certainly easier because of you. We're not speaking German. We would have soldiers on every corner with guns. We're not in a communist, Marxist, fascist state. We're here to breathe free air. We're here to go out and do pretty much what we want. And then we started again talking about things. And at the very end, I said, Lloyd, what in your life haven't you done that you want to do?
Mm.
And he said, he's a guy, fighter, shooting down planes. I've never been in a hot air balloon. So I called Max Mitchell, pilot.
Yep.
And we had an honor flight of 1. We went out in the country somewhere around Mansfield on an idyllic June night.
Nice.
And we lifted this 90-year-old man in a basket, and he went on a fly. And he died shortly after. And that name is Lloyd Longenball. Some of you know of this man, legend at Cracker Barrel. I made it too damn easy. And isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Because we don't have the understanding of what we have if you've never experienced anything. You learn what you're taught. You are born innocent. You are born without knowledge of race, bigotry, hate. I mean, you are taught those things. So if you have a crumbling of the moral foundation of America and you have this no guidance, what's going to happen? The kid didn't pick his parents. You got these teen melees. Where's the mom and dad? Where's anybody? And they say, well, whose fault is it? Well, the parents. You should charge your parents. Okay. But the parents on drugs and they don't show up for work and they've got all kinds of bad things going on. How are they capable? Well, what do we do about it? I don't know. Mentoring. Big brothers, big sisters. Yeah, there's lots of avenues that we can help. But if you lose the mom and or dad, it's harder. It's really harder. And then when you start loosening all the standards that we used to have about decency and not going to the bathroom in the middle of a parking lot near Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yesterday's topic.
I mean, my gosh. Have we no decency? What has happened to us?
Sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go.
We made it too easy. And so I think, I said this 30 years ago, if I'm president, you're all going to India. And you're going to live there. And you're going to get the shots and vaccinations and things you have to have or you catch malaria and all the other things.
Right.
But you're going to see and smell it and work there. And then you're going to come home. And you can't, if you don't change from that, you're not changeable.
The people that I know that have gone to the Peace Corps or been an exchange student, I mean, they're just so much gratitude for America. You're right.
We have so much abundance. Our problems are the guy didn't turn his blinker on 2 cars ahead of me and made me miss the light. Those are, I'm late for this and I should have been there, but I didn't get dinner and I drove through and there was such a long line. That's our problem.
Right.
We don't have
first world problems.
We don't have the problems of survival. I mean, there's some bad pockets, obviously, in America that are in kind of a mental illness, homeless state, PTSD, drug addiction, alcohol, all kinds of. We have issues. But in the grand scope of 8.5 billion people, we do not. And you don't even have to go to a third world country and you'll appreciate us more. Come back and see the big hotel rooms that sometimes we get to stay in and roads that are really pretty nice. Some are crumbly, but go to India and drive around. Let me know.
Yeah.
You're happy you live. You're happy you get through that. Mm-hmm. You're happy you didn't inhale a fly. It's just such a different deal. And it's just really hard. I think people are basically good. I think they're just taught the wrong things. They absorb the wrong material. They hang out with the wrong people. Those are hard things to control. Because if you're taught something, if you're taught to fear the police, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fear the police. Because my uncle the uncle was drugged up and didn't do that, and you don't know the whole story. The police aren't bad. The police are good. They're bad people and everything. But the body of work, ICE, are they bad? Oh, abolish ICE. What the heck? We don't follow some of the laws, but we can follow other laws? If you're illegal, you're illegal? And if you would help them capture them and not make them chase them through the city and keep them in the lockup till they get there, there wouldn't be any incidents. Oh, it's cruel. It's against the law. And right now they're trying to get the really bad ones, which they've gotten a lot. I mean, the people that are protesting in New Jersey, you got murderers, rapists, child pedophiles. You got all these people that are captured. They want them to be released. How does that make any sense?
Well, and one of my immigrant friends was saying, I'm going through the proper channels. That's what frustrates that person, is they're doing it properly.
Yeah. Well, guess what? It's probably, it's all based on revelations. It doesn't end well. I just hope it's not today. Okay?
Right.
Not on my watch. All right, 217-359-2255, Fisher National Bank text line 746.
Ellen Hook is with me from Ashley, and you've got Lux, kind of a high-end designer brand.
So we are rolling out a whole new Ashley, and we'll have so many items in the store that look and feel very expensive, but are affordable. So you're getting name brand, high-end looks for the Ashley prices. And we couldn't be more excited about this launch. It's the best thing Ashley's ever done. We're open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize the used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit SarahChampagne.com. That's SERRA Champagne.com. Yeah, it's our friend Dr. Todd Likens, veterinarian at Madison, Kirby, and Champaign, the Pet Pro. Yeah, Diane was mentioning fireworks. Not a great time for our 2 7-pound Morkies. They kind of hide. Mm-hmm. They don't like it, and they shake. And, rock music is what you...
But I was suggesting classic rock music between 9 and 10 p.m. every day, from now through the 5th of July, It's fireworks season, and maybe if you get them accustomed to something going on in the house that might drown out all the booms, that might help. Todd, what do you think?
The thunderstorm noises, they say record some and
play them for the dogs. They hear it all the time. Just get them conditioned. It's one thing I've noticed in our dogs. It's really I've never seen it before because I've never lived with dogs that had storm phobias, and these guys have. Nobody, as they've gotten older here, now has storm phobia anymore. They've kind of outgrown it. I'm not sure, so I've got them all off medicine. So basically, I don't know. I think just through seeing us not react and everything, I think over time they learned it's not a big deal.
What is it?
So, that took years.
Lovey is she hears the vibrations or something and just shakes. And Troy, the great German Shepherd that we grew up with here in Philo, used to chase thunder and motorcycles. So something about it really is annoying or something.
Yeah. I mean, ours guys still get excited about the thunder too. They got to go see what that noise is. Everybody runs outside and barks. So there's definitely triggers to it. The whole thing, the motorcycle and the motion of the cars, all that stuff plays a role in these reactions.
Okay, so
and you just kind of got to.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you get used to them. Put it out there, I guess, for them to hear, even though they're not going to like it. But I guess they can evolve. But it's hard.
Well, you can start out with a lower tone to it too.
Yeah.
Very backgroundish, and kind of take it up over time too. Just kind of according to what you're seeing, find their threshold. Again, some of the other things I've read is you play ball whenever, say, a thunderstorm is going on, something indoors, chase the laser. It's very good in my house.
And turn something
Kind
on.
of redirect.
Yeah, right. Hey,
redirect. Yeah, get their focus. If the fireworks are going off, get the laser out and let them chase the laser. So, just things they like to do.
Hey, Todd, when you have a puppy, I mean, you can have really horrible breeding and just have kind of a not a terrific dog from the standpoint of people. But this story of it, this woman moved in a neighborhood and she was mauled by 2 pit bulls. Isn't that a learned thing? Maybe they're fighters or whatever, but they killed the woman. 2 pit bulls killed the woman and mauled her. And how do they become that way?
Well, that's always an interesting question, but a lot of it, I think, is the training of not giving dogs appropriate behaviors. Some people want that protective nature and they encourage it, but dogs don't know the difference between when is it appropriate and not unless they're trained.
Yeah.
All the police dogs are trained not to do anything until they're commanded to. And I see a lot of owners go through multiple pets through the years, and their dogs, a lot of times, the more aggressive dogs will still tend not to be aggressive. No matter what breed, what dog they get. And I think it's got to be something in their training and what they're doing with these dogs.
Well, sadly, there's probably still dog fighting out there, right?
There probably is. I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. But it probably is very secretive. Like I said, I'm glad I don't hear anything about it.
Yeah, right.
That makes me happy.
I mean,
I don't see it. And the pitties I see, I don't see it on them.
Good, because I'm telling you, it's dogs are just a remarkable creation in my mind. Cats are great. Cats come when you leave a message on their door, and they'll get back to you on that. But the doggies see you for the first time every day. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to sit down on the sofa after a hard day, and I have a dog on each side of me staring me in the face with their toy in their mouth.
No. And the eye contact's amazing. Your white creams, the white Goldens, are just there, and they're a level less wild than a Golden. I've had both, obviously. But the white ones just sit there and look at me. And I used to say, Charlie, Bella, welcome to Doggy Motivational Weekend. And they just stare at me. Yep. I said, today we're going to learn how to get better. And we're going to have more pot roast. And they just were staring at me. And they just have eye contact that I've never really seen since. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, it's something.
I'm 2 dogs away from the bathroom sink when I want to brush my teeth in the morning because they're all watching for reflections from my watch or something.
Hey, Todd, how can people connect with you?
Hey, we're still going at it hard. We're at 217-355-5051. Miss Taylor and Mr. Graham are on the text line. Graham, if you want a picture, just tell Taylor. I'm sure she will share.
You got it.
And give us a call. We will get back to you, just not as fast as texting.
Hey, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, see you.
Dr. Todd Likens, a pet pro, Madison Kirby in Champaign, 5 till 8. Lincoln Williams is the new Brad Underwood recruit.
Yes.
And this kid is a 3-star. But interesting story, Illinois has been recruiting him for 2 years. And here it was June 8th. And this is the second best basketball player in the state of Illinois, and he had no team. He had no team. Oh, the transfer portal. Oh, yeah. You'd rather take the 23-year-old than the 18-year-old from Kankakee. He's good.
Yeah, from Kankakee.
He's 6'5", 180.
26 points on his senior campaign, it says here. Wow.
I don't know if he's
averaging 26
Are you sure?
It's a news source.
That News Gazette?
No, Channel 3.
If he averaged 26 a game, that's remarkable.
It is.
Hard to do. That means you scored 35 one game and 18 in the next. I mean, that's pretty good. So, yeah, I think he's really good, but guess what? He's not going to play much. Unless he's Keaton Wagler. And
Right.
that's a new phrase. He'll pull a Keaton Wagler. But Quentin Coleman wants to pull the Keaton Wagler. The other guy we have, it's 5-star. I just think freshmen, the whole dynamic has changed. Would you rather have a 24-year-old pro from Europe or an 18-year-old kid that's got uncertainty? I mean, right? I mean, so I don't think that this mad dash to the high schools, Brad has a good crop coming in.
Yeah.
But the question is, how long will they be here? I didn't play. I did Merez Johnson's dad. My son doesn't sit on the bench. What the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's hard to
You
keep.
have the entourage.
These kids come in, they get Fletch, they get the program, they get the hyperbolic chambers, they get all the fancy schmancy and train for a year, and they're ready to go make money somewhere else. And because now if you say, I'm coming from Illinois, they're going to go, oh, man, he come from Illinois, top 10 team. Wow, that's a program now. So it's good for their resume to be in our gym. But I don't know if any of these freshmen are going to see much time. You got Jake Davis, Stephen Fox. You got 5 guys that came back.
I know it.
It's going to be hard to get minutes, but that's what they said about Keaton Wagler.
Right.
So there's that. So anyway, Lincoln Williams, new guy. Good luck to him.
Yes.
But, we're focused on David Merkovich and the Ivisic boys and Andrei Stojakovic. And it's going to be so fun when they trot out on the court. Yeah, I know them. Marge, we never see him more than 6 months.
I'm telling you.
It's going to be fun. And we're going to be a highly ranked preseason team. This club should be, the Athletic has this number 1. I don't know if that's going to be a consensus, but we're going to be top 5.
The Kankakee K's had a school record 29 wins.
29-2. And this kid was unsigned.
He's contributing.
He certainly for that, but
all-time leading scorer, 1,853 points.
Man, that's a lot of points.
Highlighted by a season record 703 points in his senior year.
No, it's fantastic.
Including a career-high 44 points against Thornridge on December 5th, 2025.
What'd Brad say? Usually the freshmen come in here in the summer and don't make a basket. What he said about Keaton. Then they noticed that Keaton was a little different.
Right.
Well, Quentin Coleman, who did quite well in the under-18 deal in Mexico, will he be impactful? I don't know. I just know that we got the core guys. The whole deal was on retention, and we did it.
For sure.
All right, news coming up next. Stand by. It is 7:58.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
We're talking with Riley Kachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Hey, Riley, why don't you tell me why you like real estate?
Yeah, I love it. I think that it's a privilege to get to be a part of something so big in people's lives, whether they're buying or selling real estate. It's truly just a privilege to get to walk alongside them and provide information that makes them feel empowered and excited. And just, getting to be a part of that is such a gift.
What do you feel when you see their eyes light up, they're signing the documents, and then they're done? What's that feel like for you?
It's so cool because you can just tell how excited they are, how confident and empowered. Something that can feel really overwhelming in that moment feels very doable. It's so cool.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rcachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
2 weeks. I'm Chris Foster. Fox News. President Trump predicts we will declare total victory over Iran over the next 2 weeks and says Iran is willing to give us everything in negotiations. That was during a tele-rally for Republicans in South Carolina last night. Then here talking to reporters after attending Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York.
We have ongoing negotiations in Iran and with Iran, and that hasn't stopped. And we could have at least an idea by 1 or 2 days from now.
That tele-rally was for South Carolina Senate candidate Lindsey Graham and gubernatorial candidate Pamela Yvette, Graham the incumbent, of course. There are also primaries today in North Dakota, Nevada, and Maine. Fox's Alex Hogan on the Senate race there.
Democrats are hoping to flip Republican Susan Collins' seat. The campaign potential challenger of Democrat Graham Plattner has been plagued by a series of scandals and accusations. They include the candidate's Nazi-style chest tattoo, which is now covered, claims of messaging women outside his marriage, and allegations from several women who say that they had been involved with him, describing the relationship as toxic and volatile.
Claims that Plattner calls politically motivated. Back to the Iran conflict, 2 crew members are rescued after a U.S. Army helicopter crashed near the Strait of Hormuz.
The AH-64 Apache came down while conducting nighttime patrols near the coast of Oman. The crew members were rescued within around 2 hours after the crash in an effort led by U.S. Naval Forces Central Command and the 82nd Airborne Division. They're said to be in a stable condition. President Trump last night told reporters that the pilots were fine and that a report would be issued today.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. The House is set to vote today on $70 billion in funding for immigration and customs enforcement that was approved by the Senate last week. Speaker Mike Johnson will need near perfect attendance and Republican unity to get it done. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Los Angeles mayor election will be City Council member Nitya Raman against incumbent Karen Bass. They're both Democrats. Raman finishes second in the race ahead of Republican Spencer Pratt. Results in the primary for California governor haven't been called yet. Republican Steve Hilton is holding on to his second-place lead over Democrat Tom Steyer. With those mail-in ballots still being counted, they had to be postmarked by Election Day a week ago and received by today. NASA is expected to announce the crew for the next Artemis mission this morning.
They're also expected to discuss more about what the mission will entail. Earlier plans were for Artemis 3 to be a lunar landing, but after the successful lunar flyby of Artemis 2, NASA Chief Jared Isaacman revealed the next mission would likely be an Earth orbit rehearsal of rendezvous and docking procedures between the Orion crew spacecraft and commercially built moonlanders. Artemis 3 is slated for late 2027.
Fox's Evan Brown. The NASA News Conference is at 11:30 Eastern. A Missouri man pleads guilty for his role in a kidnapping plot linked to a Bitcoin theft hundreds of miles away.
U.S. Attorney for the District of Connecticut, David X. Sullivan, says Saif Fike, who is 22 and from St. Louis, Missouri, pleaded guilty to what's known as a Hobbs Act robbery in connection with a 2024 failed robbery turned kidnapping connected to a cryptocurrency theft of $245 million. Sullivan says in an attempt to steal some of the Bitcoin, Fike and others, including his brother, planned and coordinated the attempted kidnapping. Prosecutors say the scheme involved multiple people across several states using cell phones and encrypted messaging apps. Fike's brother and 6 others have also pleaded guilty. Fike faces up to 20 years in prison when he is sentenced in August. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Rob Reiner's son, Nick, accused of murdering his parents, wants unpaid money from a trust they set up for him released to pay for his legal defense. His civil attorneys tell an L.A. court trustees are withholding the funds without legal justification. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign County History Museum launching its America 250 commemoration with a free public kickoff celebration. The event held Saturday, followed by the Forging Liberty, the Road to Independence, where 21 authentic founding documents will be on display and an exhibition at the Champaign Public Library. It'll take place Thursday through Sunday. Well, there's a halt on new state tax incentives for data centers. Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity pausing processing agreements for the data center investment program that starts in July. The move comes after lawmakers failed to pass the Power Act this spring. Measure would establish comprehensive environmental, water, and energy regulations for hyperscale data centers. The shooting left a teen dead in Champaign. Police say the 16-year-old found shot Saturday in the 2000 block of Cynthia Drive. Trey Von Wesley died at the hospital. So far, no arrests have been made. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Touch on that horrific story of a woman getting mauled by 2 pit bulls. And yeah, you got dogs that can be a more aggressive breed, and then you got training. And I would venture to say 9 out of 10 of dogs that have aggressive, they are not being trained. They're kept for security. I mean, if you live alone, particularly if you're a woman, and you want a Doberman or something, but they got to be trained because they can be dangerous. Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Rottweilers can be what, 150 pounds? Some of those Rottweilers.
Yeah.
So you got to just be uber sketchy. Yeah, pit bulls can be, but no, it's
But the
terrible.
gal Jody Cohen at 50 lived on her street for only 2 weeks. You're right. After this fatal incident occurred on May 19th, she was walking her dog after midnight when the 2 pit bulls jumped over their fence and attacked her.
So frightening,
right?
So awful, and how they jumped over. I saw a picture of them. They look like they're not like the pit bull squatty ones. It must be a mixed breed or something,
right?
But man, if you and the dogs are like, hey, they're on my territory. Get out. They don't. They can't distinguish. I've been out at midnight with a dog. I mean, that happens. So it's
the dog's owner now in custody for manslaughter, charged last month, due in court June 23rd. But they said that the sheriff office said 14 times that they had visited her about her animals since October 2024.
I think
violations, citations, anything issued? Or?
Some of them weren't, very serious accusations against her animals.
But did they ever bite anybody?
I don't know.
In Illinois, a dog can bite you, and you can't do anything.
And this also raised concerns about potential animal neglect and other dogs that she owned being allowed to roam free in the neighborhood.
I mean, but in Illinois, you can bite somebody and get 1 bite. Second one is bad, but the first one is it depends on the bite and how bad it is. But I remember one time there was a dog that was constantly outside on a chain, our first house, and it was raining and everything else. I was going to go knock on the neighbor's door and say, your dog's outside on a chain, and the dog broke the chain and charged me. And I backed up for probably a good 20 or 30 yards, ran out of my shoes, got home. My shoes were on the sidewalk. I was so mad. And my only instinct was, don't turn your back on it.
Yes, right.
I faced it and was going to give him my right arm and slug him with my left if he'd have got my arm. But that was frightening. Once I got out of his area, he backed off. And I never did lose contact with him, eye contact. But, Ben, is that scary? Oh, gosh.
I know it.
And this dog, I mean, just defending his land. And if you're chained all day, you're not going to be super happy.
I had an incident
with
a Doberman,
just think of other people
too.
just like had your experience where nothing happened per se with a bite, but they were kind of traumatized.
No, listen, we had a neighbor that called animal control every time my dog barked. And I finally went door to door in the neighborhood and found her. And she'd been attacked when she was a kid.
Right.
See?
So it was, we moved, she moved. I mean, we got out of the area, but it was like, woof, that sets it off. Anyway, responsible dog pet ownership.
Yes.
Key. All right, check your weather. Brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Oh, hey, we've got neighborhood nights tomorrow. That's every Wednesday evening, 6:30 to 8 with free popcorn and lemonade. It'll be South Ridge Park, which is off Myra Ridge in that neighborhood. Bossy Novas has 70s and 80s retro rock and R&B. They're fun. So if you need more details, urbanaparks.org.
All right, our meteorologist is Greg Solier. Nice sunshine emanating around central Illinois. Sir, what are you seeing on the maps there?
Yeah, just the weather system that has brought the copious amounts of rain, 1 to 2, some spots, 3.5 inches of rain over the past 24 to 36 hours, kind of slowly meandering to the north and northeast, leftover showers in north suburban Chicago, some shower activity. We had a couple of raindrops and a brief shower into parts of Iroquois County earlier on, but the back end of that system, the ones of yesterday heading on through central and eastern Indiana, still may brew up, and there's some additional storms over the waterlogged areas of western Missouri and eastern Kansas. That little mechanism may trip off something late morning to the west of us, and a couple of showers and thunderstorms. Not quite the scope, coverage, and intensity that we've had a couple of days, but they'll be around the afternoon hours, probably about 40 to 50% of the air will get into it. Out the door this morning, a muggy feel. Temperatures are into the 70s, 144, by the way, on the new rainfall total over at the Water Survey. 74 downtown, 77 at Willard and Savoy, same here in Philo, 75 at Rantoul. They had 152 in their gauge. Afternoon highs for the day-to-day expected to top out at around 88 degrees with a partly sunny sky, and the rain chance if you're scrolling home late morning and afternoon at 40%. Well, may linger this evening, and again after midnight tonight down to 73. We cap off the atmosphere tomorrow for some of that neighborhood activity. Tomorrow evening, maybe a shower thunderstorm after that, but the daytime hours are dry tomorrow. 93, feeling like 103 on a gusty south wind. Thunderstorms, they could be big ones over parts of the area. Thursday, partly sunny in between at 91. Drier, cooler at 86 on Friday, and we start a pretty significant cool down with a couple of more scattered showers over the weekend. Highs of 85 on Saturday, 81 on Sunday. The cool down gets going in earnest early next week with highs Monday and Tuesday in the middle and upper 70s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
If you've been dreaming of a new home or thinking of ways to make your home all it can be, dream no more. Fisher National Bank works every day to help turn dreams into a reality. With experienced mortgage lenders, competitive rates, fast approvals, and local servicing, their mortgage experts will guide and support you throughout the process. Start your journey today at any location or begin the application online at FisherNational.com. They can't wait to welcome you home at Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pesotum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pesotum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Well, I did catch my first NBA playoff. I knew that the first half didn't matter because these games are going down generally to the last quarter. So I caught 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Okay, well, the third quarter is where the Spurs started to take off, right?
They outscored them big in the second half. They apparently were down. And this is in New York. New York hasn't lost since April 23rd until last night. So they've had a remarkable run, and Jalen Brunson is fantastic. He won a national championship at Villanova. And he came and talked to John Gross. There was a picture on social media of he and his parents talking to John Gross. He was from Illinois.
Okay.
But did not choose Illinois. In any event, the Spurs win. But what I saw reminded me of football, not basketball.
It's described as a raucous event at Madison Square Garden.
I just didn't know you could grab people. I mean, they're grabbing more than our linemen grab people on defensive. I mean, they're holding on to each other. If you thought you were playing basketball,
okay,
You just better,
sounds like a flagrant foul to me.
No, I mean they just grab people and hold on to people, and then Wemby got away with a flagrant. He shoved Brunson in the head, knocked him down. It just shoved him in the head, and they didn't call anything.
Wow.
So the Knicks fans are unhappy. Listen, they're up 2-1, but if San Antonio wins Wednesday, the thing now would be San Antonio's favor. If the Knicks blow a 2-0 lead, both wins on the road, they have to win. Knicks have to win them all night. Yeah, it'll be tough to beat because the Knicks are very good, but so's San Antonio. But I just was so taken back by, I did not know you could grab jerseys. Okay.
Right.
And I didn't know there were challenges. So Wemby's trying to tip the ball, and the Knick guy grabbed his shoulder, and you reviewed that and said, yep, that's a foul. So they can review stuff. You have a certain number of challenges, kind of like baseball. So I have not watched the NBA in quite a while, but I tuned it in now because now it's showtime. But if you're a college player thinking I can go play in the pros, you can play regular season. I could score a basket in the regular season. If I get enough shots, I could make one. But not in the NBA playoffs.
Well, it talks about Wembanyama being the brunt of a nasty chant from the Garden crowd. So I don't know what that chant was, but they were mad that he was getting away with kind of roughing up some of the Knicks players.
The Knicks, the Spurs have two players that are superstars that are 22. Mm-hmm. They're going to be around a while. Mm-hmm. But the Wemby kind of getting into this flagrant thing. He elbowed somebody else earlier in the playoffs.
Right.
In the face. So you can't let anybody do that. So anyway, we will see. But it was entertaining and a little eye-opening. I mean, if you go back to 1982 and watch the NCAA championship, there's not anybody within 6 feet of the guy with the ball. I mean, we're getting in people's grill now. I mean, it is really something.
Right.
If I had $1,000 for every time somebody grabbed a jersey in last night's game, I'd probably have $1 million. I mean, they're grabbing it all the time.
New York was whistled for 23 fouls in the game, San Antonio for 21. So those are the actual fouls that went on record, but what were they just saying? Let them play it out.
I mean, at some point, though, you're going to have to, one of the announcers said, you're going to have to start calling some fouls because this is getting out of hand. Mm-hmm. And they get more physical, and then they get in each other's face. And and the referees are supposedly the best of the best. And but boy, I don't know how you call a foul on that.
Right.
When I just saw that.
Well, and this article is talking about the gripes from game 3. Will that seed for game 4? You know, that it just feels so contentious in these games. San Antonio wins 115-111 over the New York Knicks, who lead the series 2-1. They'll be in action at 7:00 tomorrow. We've got more NHL action with the Stanley Cup also going on, and Carolina and Vegas will go at it this evening, and Vegas Golden Knights are on top 2-1 in that game. So St. Louis Cardinals and New York Mets here on ESPN 93.5. The Cubs and Colorado will start a series at 7:40 over on US 105.9, and Atlanta and the Chicago White Sox will have a game. We've talked a little bit about Lincoln Williams, the newest recruit out of Kankakee. A dominant senior season is what's trending, and Brad Underwood's happy about some of these new players that are locking in. For that matter, Coach Brett Bielema has been getting more commitments. His 7th in the class of 2027. Women's basketball schedule also being talked about, and we've got some baseball with some local IHSA action in Class 2A with St. Joseph Ogden taking on Williamsville at 7:00
where's
tonight.
that? I don't know where that is. In Springfield. Mm-hmm. Okay, Springfield, and I mean, if I saw it, Williamsville is 17-15, but if you have one good pitcher, that's all it takes to upset somebody, and they might have that one good pitcher. St. Joe pitched their best guy, I think, against Unity. I don't know if he can pitch on Tuesday if he pitched on Saturday. But I'm rooting for St. Joe Ogden. Go Spartans. Let's go. Get to Illinois Field with a win tonight. I think they can do it. That'll be really fun. You'll get 1,000 people from St. Joe to go to that game at Illinois.
Greg's commenting about some of the starters for the Knicks playing for Villanova.
8-19.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Hopefully one and all made it through A-OK. The barrage of downpour-producing showers and thunderstorms, many a locale in that 1 to better than 2-inch category over the past 24 to 36 hours. A couple of spotty showers around this morning, a couple of more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Slightly less in the way of coverages compared to the past couple of days. Partly sunny, warm, humid at 88 this afternoon. And a gusty southwest wind. Stray shower thunderstorm this evening. Again, after midnight tonight, down to 73. We cap it off tomorrow with sunshine, heat, and humidity up to about 93 and a south wind 8 to 16 and gusty, probably feeling like 103 tomorrow afternoon. A shower thunderstorm breakout as the night wears on tomorrow night. Muggy lows in the 70s. Breezy, hot, humid with a couple of showers, thunderstorms developing for the day on Thursday. Late morning and afternoon, the high around 91. Less humid at 86 and sunshine for the day on Friday. A couple of scattered showers over the weekend. High temperatures low to mid 80s and markedly cooler air Monday, Tuesday next week with daytime highs in the upper 70s. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
J.M. Smucker, maker of the iconic spreads Cafe Bustelo and the Meow Mix and Milk-Bone pet brand, says sales improved in recent months. The stock's rallying even though its sales forecast for the year is cautious. Smucker says it expects sales to decline because it does not plan to raise prices. Stellantis, Jeep's parent company, is recalling more than 1 million models in the U.S. because of a possible problem with the steering system that could result in cars catching fire. It covers some Wranglers and Gladiators from the 2021 to 25 years. Small business owners in the U.S. expressed less optimism last month. The National Federation of Independent Business Index declined to 95.3 in May, and fewer expect to create new jobs in the next 3 months. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
You're probably listening to this in your car, so let me ask you, would you drive without insurance? Of course not. So why is your retirement portfolio unprotected? Gold is portfolio insurance. It helps de-risk your savings when markets get unpredictable. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of Americans do exactly that, with no high-pressure sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult with your tax or financial professional before making any investment decisions.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family-owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell. They solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circus Sports has it all. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, Stacey King was a player. I think the first championship the Bulls had with Michael. Passed away at age 59. Apparently did a lot of great announcing. I remember him as a player. I think he played at Oklahoma and then made it to the Bulls during that beginning of the Michael Jordan 6 titles, the 3, and then played baseball and then came back and won 3 more.
Talks about him in the 90s being with the Bulls, but joining the broadcasting crew in 2006. Widely known for his enthusiasm and celebratory tones when calling the games, especially when the Bulls earned an important win or made a highlight play.
I'm telling you, the Bulls, man, and Stacey again was part of that early on when they started to go. I don't know how he died. He's 59. They don't put a cause of death.
That's right.
But I think everybody liked him, and yeah, that's such a shame. 59. It's like a baby these days. 59 is not very old. Used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day when we looked at older people, said, man, they got to be 60. Are they dead? Because you don't live that long. I mean, our life expectancies have really risen. It's amazing the evolution and how we can hang in there for a long time, hopefully healthy. But we can keep people alive a long time these days. Anyway, sad about Stacey King.
Oh, wow. There's a picture of him next to Michael Jordan here, and he looks so different.
About the same size, isn't he?
He's a big guy, yeah. I mean, 6'6".
Yeah. Michael was supposed to be 6'6", too. Okay, ESPN 93.5, 825. We've talked a lot about the 4th of July freedom celebration, how there appears to be a lack of energy and enthusiasm. There will be a marching band this year. That's good.
Yes.
It's hard to get those. I mean, they used to wear those hot wool things in the summer on July 4.
Right.
Now you can wear shorts and a T-shirt.
Well, we talked about reaching out, maybe having a community band. Urbana High School's band is going to have 3 practices. And, the America the Beautiful, for instance.
Basic stuff.
Yeah.
You probably played back in the day.
Some of these 2 or 3 patriotic songs that you probably already know. So July4th.net if you'd like to reach out or send an email saying you're interested in anything. We'd love to keep you in the loop on what's happening.
And you can still get some sort of entry and get in there, right? I mean,
absolutely. Okay. And, you can do that up until, I think, the 1st of July. So if you want to talk to your service group or company about getting in on supporting the Champaign County Freedom Celebration, we'd love that. I know we have a Keaton Wagler signed jersey for a $25 donation as we work through a Zeffy site. And the link to get you in the running to win that on Flag Day, which is coming up on Sunday. That's kind of the weekend where we really see a lot of the 250 celebration. I mean, here in downtown Philo, we have the cool banners out. So many flags are coming out, and people are putting the bunting in front of their businesses. And the Champaign County History Museum is doing something at 2 o'clock on Saturday, June 13th, with the Declaration of Independence being read, and a proclamation, and patriotic music. And there's just so many things that you can take note of as you just do an online search to find out about programs to get involved with.
I mentioned, too, like the question that is complex is what happened to us from the standpoint of what we used to believe and what we used to stand for. And 217 Texter says, according to Thomas Sowell from Inside American Education 1992 wrote, the U.S. school system has abandoned its core mission of teaching cognitive skills and transmitting knowledge. Instead, schools have increasingly prioritized social engineering, psychological conditioning, and the promotion of self-esteem over academic rigor. Thomas Sowell.
Okay.
1992 now.
Wow.
That's over 30 years ago.
That's right.
And then our texter says, as a society, we need to be more careful on what ideas we allow our government required us to plant in our children. No real surprise that we harvest what we planted.
Right.
So does that mean that it's going to take a while to evolve out, if we even do?
I had a text in talking about these 4th of July celebrations and how it's inconvenient for people. And like in my hometown with Tolono Fun Day, they're saying people have these no parking signs in their yard if they live near West Side Park. And it's not very friendly and conducive because you have all these people coming in.
Can you put a no parking sign?
I mean, and they'll have roped off.
Well, I mean, but you they don't want you on the grass.
That's right.
Well, can't you park on the edge of the street?
You can, but they're really wanting to discourage that, and it doesn't seem very friendly and welcoming.
Muddy tire tracks in my grass. I mean, I can get that.
Okay.
So you just figure it out.
We're trying to do with the parking lots downtown, for instance, where people can park and have these 8-passenger golf carts so you can get rides. From essentially,
I have my hands in the air.
Yes.
Walk.
You could walk.
You can't walk more than a mile in Tolono, right? I mean,
it's like an 8-block journey from downtown, crossing the tracks over 45, and then there's West Side Park.
I park a long way away from everything. When I go to Costco, I'm way out in the boonies because I don't want people around me.
I gotta admit, I try to get close.
I don't waste any time.
There's a difference, the 100-pound difference between us on that. So, but yeah, we're trying to make it easy with the 8-passenger golf carts. We've got more of those and more.
I don't get on my tangent of
We do need to.
It's handier if you can walk and not worry about it.
Yes.
I mean, if you go to the Indianapolis 500, you're going to walk miles.
That's right.
That's all you can do.
Man, that was quite a crowd when they had
Yeah.
around Memorial Day.
All right, 8:29, one more break, and we'll come back with a final segment. Stand by, 217-359-2255. Have not even touched on California. It's just a head shaker. When you're up 8 points and all the votes come in for one candidate, just doesn't seem real, right?
I mean, Spencer Pratt's out, right?
Yeah, he didn't make it. He's moving out of California, by the way.
Oh, really?
Heck yeah.
That's too bad.
You're up 8.
There's Nithya Raman advances over Spencer Pratt to face off Karen Bass in the LA mayoral election.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the voting got quicker when they could legitimately, in their minds, say that she passed Spencer Pratt. It's like, wow. We know what's happening. It's just, you get what you tolerate, and they tolerate that. So that's California. 8:30.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with the quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency trained heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure in-home consultation at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a train.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. 2 U.S. Army Apache helicopter crew rescued by U.S. Naval Forces and the 82nd Airborne after their chopper went down off the coast of Oman. They're stable. Cause under investigation. President Trump says we're on the verge of a good deal with Iran.
Very close to having a very, very good, strong, powerful deal. If we go and bomb, which we can do very easily if we want, and we spend another 2 or 3 weeks bombing, they'll have nothing left whatsoever. But you won't have the Strait open for months.
Leaving the Knicks game 3 last night where San Antonio won by 4. Maybe a good thing the NYPD moved the watch party from outside Madison Square Garden because this brawl broke out at nearby Bryant Park. 21 arrested. Primary day in Maine, North Dakota, Nevada, South Carolina, and the LA mayor runoff is set. Karen Bass versus Nithya Raman knocking out Spencer Pratt. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, there's a halt on new state tax incentives for data centers. Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity pausing processing agreements for the data center investment program that starts in July. The move comes after lawmakers failed to pass the Power Act this spring. Measure would establish comprehensive environmental, water, and energy regulations for hyperscale data centers. The shooting left a teen dead in Champaign. Police say the 16-year-old found shot Saturday in the 2000 block of Cynthia Drive. Trey Von Wesley died at the hospital. So far, no arrests have been made. Champaign County History Museum launching its America 250 commemoration with a free public kickoff celebration. The event held Saturday, followed by the Forging Liberty, the Road to Independence, where 21 authentic founding documents will be on display and an exhibition at the Champaign Public Library that'll take place Thursday through Sunday. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Check of our weather brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. Need a free evaluation? Might save some money. Watts Copy Systems, 217-352-0428.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Those multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms bringing soaking rains in many locales, especially through Champaign County, of 1 inch to 2 inches. Things winding down, not completely ending for the day today. Partly sunny. We'll brew up a stray shower this morning, maybe a thunderstorm this afternoon. In spots, a high about 88. An gusty southwest wind and a partly sunny sky. Warm and humid tonight. Stray shower, thunderstorm early and late. Low down to 73. No rain in the forecast tomorrow. Plenty of heat, plenty of humidity. Sunshine at 93. Feeling like 103 and a gusty south wind. A couple of showers, thunderstorms break out tomorrow night, especially after midnight. Lows in the 70s and a breezy, hot and humid Thursday, partly sunny. Again, it's a couple of scattered showers, thunderstorms over about half the area with a high around 91. Less humid, 86 for the day on Friday. A couple of showers again, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm for Saturday and Sunday. Not a complete wash at 85 Saturday, 81 on Sunday. The start of an extended spell of much cooler weather Monday and Tuesday. Daytime highs in the upper 70s. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, 8:35, ESPN 93.5. So in California, it won't be Steve Hilton. He made it. He's a Republican. Tom Steyer, I don't think it's been called yet, but he's pretty far ahead. Of course, it does look like it'll be Becerra, who was like a cabinet secretary for Obama, and Hilton for governor of California. I don't think Hilton has a chance. When you send ballots out to every single household, do you think it's possible somebody could fill it out for other people?
They're one of 8 states that sends the mail-in ballots to all registered voters. And then the majority of California voters, nearly 90% of them in last year's special election, used them. The catch-22 is it takes election officials a lot longer to verify the mail-in ballots than it takes to confirmed in-person voting, creating long delays.
I just don't believe...
While they make sure there is no fraud.
I don't think they check signatures because I don't think you can do that.
In California, a large number of voters drop off their mail-in ballots on or before Election Day, creating a huge bottleneck of ballots to go through and signature check and other steps to make sure the ballots can be voted.
They don't have time. Just if you look up what it takes to count to 1 million, how long does that take?
Right.
I'm going to ask.
The founder of California Voter Foundation, a nonprofit, nonpartisan group, refers to it as the pig in the python problem. The truth is we're taking steps to ensure the voting process is accessible and the vote count is accurate and reliable. That's why it takes a long time.
How long does it take to count to 1 million? Normal pace. And you're telling me they're checking signatures on all the millions of people? There is no way.
Delays are compounded by...
It would take you one person 11 and a half days to count to 1 million. Now this is ballot 64, and this signature, the S doesn't look right. So then what do we do with it? You can't do it. There's no way to do it. They say they check it. They can't. So anyway, what it is, at the very least, it just is wrought with suspicion. Why would we allow that? Do you think that everything flipped and all these Republicans always won when California counted, that the Democrats wouldn't have the media all over this?
Well, this says it takes several weeks to fix some of the mail-in ballots, such as missing signatures and the like.
Okay.
A lengthy process.
I think they do that for a couple of hundred just because they do that. Just give me a break. They pumped in Philadelphia 121,000 all Joe Biden votes in the 2020 election. There wasn't any suspicion. All Joe Biden.
Wow.
Here we go with Attorney General. I don't know his exact titles on CNBC about this.
Give me an idea of what's happening in California right now.
No, I actually can't, which I think is the problem. You raised this about election integrity. Which I think is the point.
That's what I'm watching it, and are any of the things we're hearing about, like thousands of votes, all for the same person? Is any of that true, or is that just this sort of conspiracy? Like 100% for the socialist candidate versus the others? Is any of that true?
Well, look, we had a problem, a deep problem with voting in America. We had race-based discrimination around voting that was identified. We had the Voting Rights Act. It was all about access, making sure that people were not denied access. There was a second element to it, which was election integrity, making sure that once everybody has access, that their vote actually counts, that it's not being diluted by illegal voting or shenanigans and the like. I think we've done, a pretty darn good job on access. I don't hear anybody claiming that they don't have access to the ballot box. What we've done.
You hear politicians saying that it's Jim Crow disenfranchisement.
But no evidence, right? We have groups dedicated to making sure that people have access. Tons of money dedicated to it. Laws and laws that my office enforces, other offices enforce to make sure that people. On the integrity side, we're doing an absolutely terrible job. And the American people are right to question it. How come we can have an audit trail in every other aspect of our lives that's important? People cite getting on, planes and the like and things, but, in every
Here's the issue. California's election law allows ballots postmarked by election day to be counted and permit same-day registration. That means tabulation typically continues for weeks after the vote.
I think you go 30 days, isn't it?
Right.
But why is that law there? I get you.
That doesn't sound like fraud. That you can argue whether the law makes sense, but that doesn't sound like a fraudulent situation.
No, there's a great phrase: opportunity for fraud. Right. One of the things you do in designing laws is reduce the opportunity for fraud without, in this case, reduce the opportunity for fraud while not adversely impacting access. And every time it happens, Jay,
it's like, okay, all these are coming in for the next 30 days. Oh, Democrats vote that way, so it just makes sense that it's 100% Democrat. That's where the opportunity comes from. So, yeah, you can have it. Why is it always go that way with the mail-in votes?
Yep.
Why is it always 100% Democrats are voting in the mail-in?
Or why can't you count them like they do in other jurisdictions on the same day as election day, or within a very
when they mail
if you
them,
mail them in on election day, they're not going to be there.
Why do we allow that? That's
California's size. There's 2 million registered voters, far more than any other state. The closest is Texas, with 18.7 million registered voters.
If you send ballots to every home, first of all, how many of those are good?
Right.
I mean, don't you think there'd probably be 1 million people have moved, they've left the state, they no longer are living. They don't give up the rolls. If the federal government comes in and says we need to see California, you can't get it. It's a privacy issue. But so they're not interested in cleaning it up. We have a problem with the vote because very few believe it.
Well, and 30 days to certify the results.
It's just wrought with suspicion.
And this talks about the past. 2 decades ago, California used 80% of its ballots got them within the first 2 days after the election. And then it fell to 50% in 2022. The state has gone towards revising the decline. The figure now has risen to 66% November of 2024. Where they're using these mail-in votes.
It isn't any good. Jimmy Carter, Democrat, did a study years ago and said you've got to watch out for these mail-ins.
And what if you mailed in and you voted in person? What about those people?
I don't think there's any it's too loose. You don't need it to be that loose. We had an election day, and those who were out of country could do absentee, but you had all kinds of documents. And I'm sure there was some stuff going on at that time as well, but not the masses that it is now. And we played a clip yesterday of all the evidence and that these non-appointed judges, non-Trump appointed judges were voting in favor of the fraud. But it just doesn't get any coverage. If nobody covers it and talks about it, how will you ever get anybody to know about it? I just think that it is very suspicious to me how Spencer Pratt, who... He again's up 7 or 8 points at the end of the day, and then he just gets passed and it's over. Good night, bye. Well, where's the deep dive? You're not going to get it because the right woman won. Mm-hmm. So good luck to California as people continue to move out.
Well, and then there's suggestions in this article about funding, and it's just taking too long.
It's an embarrassment if you can't.
Voter confidence eroding.
How does Florida announce the winners at night? I'm just asking. Why can't you do that? Because your laws are too loose, and it's meant to have a little wiggle room, if you know what I mean. That's what I think. 8:44. Here's what somebody recently said at Pards in Urbana. I was there just a few minutes, and somebody came up and asked if I needed help. And they were incredible, helped me find the size of boot I needed, and then I bought a second pair too. Everything was friendly, everything was excellent. Visit Pards in Urbana, 206 North Maple, between Main and University in Urbana. It's Pards Western Shop since 1968. Or go online and visit pards.com, pards.com.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
All right, check your sports headlines, 8:45.
Well, we've got a game starting up the series against the New York Mets, and here's more details.
After an off day yesterday, the Cardinals open up a road trip. They are in New York to begin a 3-game series against the Mets. The Cardinals are looking for a 5th straight win tonight. The Mets, who have not been very good this season, are playing a bit better baseball here recently, as they have won 7 of their last 10. In tonight's game, Dustin May will be on the mound, 3-6, a 4.59 ERA. Over his last 7 starts, he's 0-4, but he has not pitched poorly. He carries a 3.86 ERA. He has 3 no decisions and a 4.97 ERA in 3 career appearances against the Mets. Freddie Peralta will start for New York. He's 4-4 with a 3.63 ERA. 21 appearances, 17 starts against the Cardinals. He's 5-6 with a 4.50 ERA. 6:10 first pitch, our coverage at 5:15 tonight.
All right, we have the Cubs in action at 7:40 against Colorado. You can hear that over on US 105.9. Atlanta and the Chicago White Sox also have a series starting up. Locally, baseball-wise, IHSA postseason continues for the St. Joseph Ogden Spartans in Class 2A, taking on Williamsville in Springfield at 7 o'clock tonight. We also have some trending stories about new players coming in for the Illini. Illinois football, Brad Underwood, also for the basketball team, and this 6'5", 180-pound guard from Kankakee that had a dominant senior season. His name is Lincoln Williams. NBA action yesterday had San Antonio beating the New York Knicks 115-111. Knicks are up in that series 2-1, and they'll play tomorrow at 7. Stanley Cup finals continue with Carolina and Vegas. Golden Knights lead that series 2-1. So you'll find that game happening tonight.
Okay. 15-14. Milwaukee beat the A's. 15-14. It's happened twice in the last 25 years, and Milwaukee's been the winner both times.
That's a high-scoring game right there.
15-14 ended late last night. 11 home runs.
Wow.
11 home runs in one baseball game. Man.
I also want to remind people the Hot Rod Tour is coming to Rantoul today, and the former Chinook, the Rantoul Naval Aviation Center. I think that's what they're calling it. So 6,000 cars are be coming into town between now and 11 o'clock. And from 11 to 5 on display, they've been cruising the Route 66 anniversary tour and taking a little detour today for Rantoul to host
coming
the
down
Hot Rod
57
Tour.
Probably.
It's and then Route 136 is where.
Okay, just know that a lot of cars, probably around 10 this morning.
Yes.
Just FYI. All right, weather next.
Rescue workers face death every day, and far too often their families lose them while they're helping you on the road. When you see emergency lights flashing, you must slow down and move over to the far lane. That includes red, blue, and orange lights. If you hit someone on the road, you'll be charged with a felony. That means jail time. Help us keep our families safe when we're out helping yours. When the lights are flashing, use caution passing. Let's all go home safe tonight.
Brought to you by Tapman's Towing.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
I love our morning routine until the water turns cold.
Maybe the water heater's not a morning person. Upgrade your mornings with a tankless water heater from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Enjoy hot water when you need it, not just when your tank allows it. Renai tankless systems are energy smart, space-saving, and designed for real life. Call Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and make cold showers a thing of the past.
I'm Troy Lands, and you count on my company because you can count on me.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Hopefully one and all made through A-OK in the barrage of downpour-producing showers and thunderstorms, many a locale in that 1 to better than 2-inch category over the past 24 to 36 hours. A couple of spotty showers around this morning, a couple of more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Slightly less in the way of coverages compared to the past couple of days. Partly sunny, warm, humid, at 88 this afternoon, and a gusty southwest wind. Stray shower thunderstorm this evening, again after midnight tonight down to 73. We cap it off tomorrow with sunshine, heat, and humidity up to about 93 and a south wind 8 to 16 and gusty, probably feeling like 103 tomorrow afternoon. A shower thunderstorm breakout as the night wears on tomorrow night. Muggy lows in the 70s, breezy, hot, humid with a couple of showers, thunderstorms developing for the day on Thursday. Late morning and afternoon, high around 91, less humid at 86. The sunshine for the day on Friday. A couple of scattered showers over the weekend. High temperatures low to mid 80s and markedly cooler air Monday, Tuesday next week with daytime highs in the upper 70s. For CVTA Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right thing safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
Ellen Hook is with me from Ashley, and you've got Lux, kind of a high-end designer brand.
So we are rolling out a whole new Ashley, and we'll have so many items in the store that look
and feel very expensive, but are affordable. So you're getting name brand, high-end looks for the Ashley prices. And we couldn't be more excited about this launch. It's the best thing Ashley's ever done. We're open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
All righty. Well, we appreciate all of you listening today. Thank you very much. Evan and Curtis this afternoon after 3 with The Drive. They'll talk more about the NBA Finals. We're into June. This is kind of when it all wraps up. June 23 is when we'll see Keaton Wagler get drafted.
NBA draft.
Yep, that's be right after the NBA Finals. So
Right.
the NBA kind of goes through June.
Yeah, that's
the buzz
happening
after the
in
draft.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then July, August, football Saturday, Sunday, football Saturdays and Sundays in September, and then the NBA starts in October. So it's just. It's a long. For those that get to the finals, which is your goal.
Yeah,
it's a long season. It really is, and the most intense is going on right now. If you want to see basketball like you've never seen it, check out tomorrow night's game between the San Antonio Spurs and the other
New York
team,
Knicks.
New York Knicks, who had won 43 straight games.
Right.
They hadn't lost in 43 days till last night.
Right.
All right, Diane, we'll meet tomorrow.
Enjoy the day.
That is Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening on this Tuesday, June 9, 2026. We'll meet tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday.
Crime doesn't pay, but we do. Champaign County Crime Stoppers offers huge cash rewards to concerned citizens just like you, who provide anonymous tips that help law enforcement make arrests and keep crime out of our communities. Tips are 100% anonymous, and we pay cash rewards of up to $5,000. Have a tip? Call 217-373-TIPS or visit ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org. Crime doesn't pay, but helping us solve one certainly does.
Jesse Stevens with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. One of the most common questions we hear is, why does this line keep backing up? Clearing the drain fixes the symptom, but there's often an underlying issue. At Lands, we clear the line, then run a camera to help confirm what's behind the problem. You decide what to do next with confidence. Call 355-5512 for Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Fly direct to Orlando or Tampa on Allegiant, straight from the Central Illinois Regional Airport in Bloomington. The family won't have to wake up early for a long drive to Chicago, no long-term parking expense, and no long security lines. Spend less on gas and enjoy free parking. Travel to and from Florida through smaller airports with easy check-in and shorter security lines. Fly Sierra. Go to Sierra.com/Allegiant to book today.
You likely already have a job right now.
Where's the Johnson Report?
So selling your house shouldn't have to be your job too. But how do you choose the right agent? The Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty.
It's Nate Evans, and my experience working in Champaign and Mahomet means that I know how to get the most money for your home regardless of market conditions. Or look me up at nateevansgroup.com.
And let Nate do his job so you can focus on yours.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to the NateEvansGroup.com. Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circus Sports has it all. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Wouldn't it be nice to visit a car dealership where you didn't feel like you were at an auction? Or didn't feel like you were being taken to the cleaners?
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Sarah Champagne. At Sarah, they offer a one-price promise. Every vehicle at a fair price, no negotiation, only the best price. Sarah Champagne, Honda, BMW, GMC, Buick, and Subaru. SERRA Champagne.com.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
Here's a tip for your next flooring project. Bring your photos to the new showroom at Flooring Surfaces. Our dedicated team can design an incredible look using a showroom filled with the latest fashions and innovations in floor covering, colorful ceramic tiles, performance vinyls, large format porcelains, fine wool carpets. If you saw it on your phone, make it a reality at Flooring Surfaces. Just call 217-398-1990 to schedule your design consultation today.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.